Oh, all right. We are back to Game Over Cancer 2025. I'm Phil7. I just did the last run, but I'm also taking over hosting duties. And I am joined by Slurpeeninja once again, but this time he's got the controller,
Yes, yes.
and he's gonna be playing Mega Man 9, and I'll try and commentate and do hosting duties at the same time.
Nice.
So whenever you're ready.
I'll be ready when I get to the base of the first robot master. Right. So this is, yeah, Slurpeeninja, this is Mega Man 9, and we're going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
So I start with Concrete Man, because that's just how we've done it for eons. It's
Yeah, I have a very vague memory of Splash being first, but I don't know if it was actually ever done in runs. But it was like 2012 or 2013, probably.
Yeah, that was... Splash Woman takes 2 damage from the Buster, but her stage is very slow if you don't have Rush Jet. And because you need to do 5 stages before you get Rush Jet in this game, which is I think the same in 10 as well. For Mega Man anyway. Yeah. And then it's faster to start with Concrete, and then go to Magma, and then do some sort of weakness order.
Yeah, obviously the first stage we don't get a weakness, but we will try and follow some sort of order, as Slurpee said.
Yeah.
So Concrete Man is actually pretty simple. This was the demo stage for the Mega Man 9 demo.
It was indeed.
And but they cut you off right at the boss.
Yep.
So the biggest gimmick is these, I guess, these platforms that are. We never. I don't think we do. We ever see these platforms again?
I don't think so. No.
Maybe the special stage, but. Right, so Concrete, he's going to stay close to Concrete because he can do one of 3 things. He can jump, he can shoot a Concrete, or he'll dash. So if you stay close, he'll only shoot the one Concrete right in front of you. So you can just jump over it and kind of predict after a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But if you're far away, he'll shoot 3 Concretes, which you don't want to see. And the only way you'll see that if you do the fight properly is at the very start, where it's pretty easy to dodge.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good fight.
Thanks. Yeah, just try to hit him once every 20 frames.
Was it 20? For some reason, 8 frames were in my head, but that is not enough. All right. So we got the Concrete shot, which we will make big use of in pretty well every stage that we can, because it's speedrun wise, it's probably one of the best weapons in the franchise.
Definitely.
Because of its versatility.
It can turn enemies into blocks. You can use those blocks as platforms, and you can also zip through those beams with Concrete if you are like 1 pixel away from them and on the ground.
Yeah, we'll see that later.
It also wrecks this dragon.
You only need 5 hits with this dragon, where it's like 14 buster shots or 15, however many.
15.
But it takes 2 every time you use it, so it's actually like decent weapon consumption for how much power it has.
Oh yeah, it's nice to get 14 blocks of Concrete to use.
So he's going to stand close, shoot, zip through that one.
I'm gonna honk there.
Yeah, that 4-tile jump is. I don't know why 9 4-tile jumps are like really scary to me.
They are.
So I never do that.
You have to get real close.
They might be in 10 as well, but I never do that. Right, so Magma Man, he's only ever going to jump 1 or 2 tiles and then shoot at the same time. So what Slurpee's going to do is just predict where he's going to go, and he can utilize the 20 frame rule, I'll call it, and just get 2 or 3 shots on him every time.
Ideally 3 per jump, but if he jumps high, then
Yeah.
you can only get 2.
Yeah.
Magma's jumps are kind of just random. You have to really read it the whole fight. Now, crazy people go to Galaxy, which there's a really dangerous jump at the end of the stage, where if I miss it, I'll just die. And the safety strat is to go to Hornet first.
Yeah, but if you want to be really good, you have to do a Galaxy third.
True.
So some stages they dedicate as rush jet stages, which we'll actually see later, but this one's actually rush coil the stage with how much verticality you get.
That early call there on the platform saves 1 second.
Yeah, that I see you and Sarantian do it all the time. I don't ever want to learn that. It's probably not too hard, but
Yeah, it's just if Rush was like 1 more pixel to the right, it would have fallen down. I would have lost down.
so there's the midpoint. So if you somehow manage to die here, then you'll spawn back about 5 seconds later or earlier.
In this stage also, if you frame perfectly all the way till the end, you'll get like the good galaxy pattern every time. Soren is really good at it. And not as much.
That's actually a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Alright, so that's the crazy jump that Slurpee was alluding to.
Oops. Yeah. If I had
It's
missed
actually
that,
like
it would have dragged me right into the spike wall. So we did.
Yeah. So I know how to do it. I will not probably never attempt it in a run. Oh, nice 5 hits there.
Next thing. He did not give me the good pattern. It's fine.
No, what you want to do is stay close to the ground because concrete just falls right to the ground or sticks to a wall.
Yep.
So the sort of silver lining is, as you saw, he destroyed his galaxy thing, his black hole bomb, and then he'll fall to the ground immediately, and then he can get 5 hits if your timing is right. So if you do that, then it's because if you get only 4 hits and then you'll need 3 to kill him, he can just like fall to the ground and then you won't have enough time to get 3 shots unless he swoops.
Unless he swoops.
Yeah, which he did not. But you didn't. No. Alright, so Hornetman's gimmick is these unraveling platforms, and there's these I don't know the names of any enemies, but there's these ball shooters that destroy the platform when they hit those blocks. So you're gonna jump on rush coil, or that's fine too. But I'm guessing what you're intending was to jump on rush coil and then you wouldn't have taken a hit.
True.
Then the speed of your fall would have been a lot better too, which I don't know how much that would have saved.
Maybe like half a second. So here I'm going to put a block on the wall and jump off of it, because it's faster than climbing that ladder. We don't want to climb ladders.
No, climbing ladders, especially in this game, is very annoying.
Yeah.
Right, so Hornet Man, we're going to shoot immediately. And then we're gonna kill his bird, his bees, not his birds. And then, kind of like Triple Blade, it has a spread shot, but it works a bit differently because you can charge it up. So with Hornet Man, the charge shots also stack, so it just, as you saw, he didn't even get to the left side of the screen before Hornet Man was defeated.
Yeah. The bees.
You know, the Hornet Chaser will chase whatever enemy it wants, and it'll also chase items and grab them for you.
Yeah, it's really handy in that
But
respect.
But the bad part is if you're low on either health or for the speed run at least, if you defeat the enemy, it'll automatically grab whatever item it drops and then bring it to you.
Speaking of Duckfist came up with that strat for that room.
He came up with the Buster strat? I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know that. Just the Duckfist.
Right. Actually, it's supposed to switch to Hornet there. I forgot.
Duckfist didn't use Hornet.
No.
He probably...
Maybe.
Okay, that's a good spawn. That cheese ball thing, I don't know his actual name, but he goes through his entire cycle of just trying to fool you in where he's going to spawn, but Hornets will seek him out wherever he is, and he'll fall immediately. Oh, nice. I've never actually seen the concrete strats here.
Huh. And the spiders go in the black holes. I want to place my first
So,
black hole
Galaxy
here.
Man-
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Was.
Right there.
So Galaxy Man, he jumps whenever you jump, so he's gonna place the black hole bomb a specific place, so it takes him down to one hit left. And the timing is just like perfect. So as soon as your first black hole disappears, he'll be ready to just destroy him.
Yep,
With
we're
that final one?
Pretty much aiming for a pixel.
I tried to learn it. I couldn't figure out the pixel, so I gave up.
It's like I can't even like explain it. I just know it's in my muscle memory.
Yeah, with how much you've played this game
Yep.
at this point.
A few several thousand hours or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably don't even have 1,000 hours total in like any game. I might with like Halo or something, but
Perhaps.
so after the 5th stage, which was Jewel, it kind of lines up perfectly with the speedrun route, how the last 3 stages are the ones that desperately need Rush Jet to go the fastest. So the last 3 stages you can do in pretty well any order. You just need to do Plug before Tornado. That's the only I think that's the only big change.
Yep.
Alright, so he's gonna stand on the very left of this bubble and then do the bubble skip. That's very tough. There's a middle bubble that you can jump on if you're still learning the game, that only loses about 3 seconds, but the fast way isn't too hard to learn. I say those moving platforms are actually harder to learn to do the fast way than bubble skip. Those are actually pretty tough to figure out.
Oh. My controller's a little bit broken. Just the left button likes to push up instead of that.
So Splash Woman, he's gonna shoot a specific way because of how the first part works of her going diagonally. You can just predict her movements pretty much.
Yeah,
And
the B tracking is a little bit weird.
yeah, it gets really awful if she goes into her second phase, so Slurpee did it just fine, where you just don't let her get into that second phase.
Yep. Where does Pugman plug into? I don't know.
We're not allowed to know.
I know.
We stopped Dr. Wily before he could figure that out.
True.
Alright, so this first section of Plugman, we're going to do it, because there's Yoku blocks, we're going to do a specific way. So he doesn't have to do Rush Jet, he can just wait for these platforms.
I think,
yeah, there was a...
I got zipped. Basically, if you mess up your movement like twice in the first part of the stage, you either have to come up with some crazy backup strats, or, you know, that happens. And I did make like 2 small mistakes.
This looks good. So far, you got that kill on that telly there, so...
Yeah, that was way better.
So the plan is that that first one's going to spawn immediately with how it is, so then he can just keep moving without having to Rush Jet.
Yep.
It is very tough to do precisely. I only know how to do like the first half of it. I have to wait for the blocks the second time, but because he didn't have to use that extra Rush Jet, he's still very much fine on ammo, I'm pretty sure. That the last room might be a bit tough, but
a little bit tricky, yeah. I had backup strats for everything though.
Yeah. Alright, so it's gonna go as second, then, or no, the third one actually. With the way I do it, it's second then third. But that third one is gonna spawn immediately.
Oh, I tried for it. I went for it. You can jump over that guy if you're really precise.
Yeah, if it's a 1-frame jump, but if he does a short hop, you can jump over him. But so Plugman, that was good.
Plugman
For,
is dead.
Yeah. For I think
Yeah,
I'm not sure if this is.
You have exactly enough duel
Yeah,
to
you
kill him, but if you
exactly
fire a little
enough
bit too
duel.
fast and hit him in an iframe, then you need to back out and back up strat. And
Alright, so now we have the plug ball, which is a weapon.
see that my controller almost fit concrete.
Going back to the start of the game because we died.
Yep.
Alright, so Tornado is going to start as a vertical stage, but then we're going to see some jumping. I'm not sure how you're going to do it, but I assume it's going to be, yeah, this one.
This strat.
So this is to save
80 frames.
Doesn't it save like 80 frames? But the biggest thing is it total or just from doing this over Rush Jet? Because I know like
total on the stage, I think, over Rush Jet, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because now, compared to if we had Rush Jetted through the entire thing, Slurpee's Rush Jet count is a lot higher, so he can do. There's going to be a second section where he can use a lot more Rush Jet. Right, so this section, the rain's going to push him backwards. So he's going to walk as much as possible, but thanks to what he did earlier with the magnets, you can just Rush Jet the entire way. And in complete opposite. The rain is pushing him the other way, so he's going to want to jump as much as possible. And Tornado Man is a lot of fun. We're going to want him to stay on the ground if we can.
Tornado.
Looks like he did.
Let's go.
So because the plug ball stays on the ground the entire time, we want Tornado to either stay on the ground, obviously that's fastest, but if he goes up, we want him to go all the way to the top so we can just keep shooting him.
Yep.
And it'll just climb the wall and go around.
And sometimes he stays up there and sometimes he falls right back down.
Yeah. Now we're under the Wily stages. He's back.
Yeah. What is Wily doing? Have pink clouds? I always wonder that. Pink clouds over his fortress.
I was gonna say maybe it's Robo Enza, but that's the Mega Man 10.
Maybe the turbines is the result of the pink clouds.
Yeah. Alright, so this first section of Wily 1, you can dual satellite here, but it's faster to, if you can, just to use Buster. Because it saves a menu, and now he's going to be on Rush Jet for pretty well the entire stage now. Actually, yeah, the entire stage.
I'll get this.
So in the next couple stages, we're going to see a couple mini bosses come back. Or maybe it's, yeah, it's one here, then one next stage. Oh, that's actually not good for us because of the stats he was going to do. Oh, he jumped to ruin. So you want to put Rush Jet at a certain spot, then mash 15 shots into the dragon.
Yep.
Which this time, well, for the first time you didn't have Rush Jet, but for this time it's a lot faster because you don't have to swap back and forth between Jet and Concrete, and we're gonna use an M tank later, and it saves. I think it's a little bit faster for between the two.
I'm trying to whittle down my Rush Jet because I got too much. It might have worked.
Now Forza.
Yeah.
So he wants it to be 0, so he still doesn't have to weapon swap. And then, because if he had Rush Jet, it would be spawning it'd be eating a shot and spawning. And then you'd have to keep going back and forth at that. But since he's at 0, he doesn't have to menu and he can just keep getting a constant stream of Buster shots.
There we go.
Alright, that was good.
Yeah. I'm surprised my extra Rush Jet usage was perfect.
Yeah, it hit 0 right as you entered the boss door, the final boss door.
Hit
So.
just right.
Alright, so now you're thinking, it's Wily 1, and we're already out of Rush Jet. Well, we have other weapons. And one that can stick to walls and turn into blocks.
That's right. Oh.
We're down a concrete now. The up button.
Thanks, my broken controller.
Alright, so he's going to damage boost here. Because normally you want to kill both of them and then kind of jump on the blocks as they spawn. But because he missed one earlier, he wouldn't have enough.
Yep.
So I was gonna say something about damage boosting, but I assumed you had that backup in your mind already.
Yeah, I did. There's like a few ways of doing that room if you are short of concrete. Oh, that drop messed me up. The drops like stop your momentum,
Yeah.
and I didn't stop, but Mega Man stopped, so it really didn't go off for me. It's okay.
Yeah, this is probably the hardest section in the game. Where that's not usually where people die, but there's spikes everywhere. You can die pretty much at any spot.
Yeah, it's the next jump after that that's really tricky. This one that I also missed.
Oh boy.
I should have practiced. Well,
Practice is overrated.
true.
No practice that's fun like this.
Yeah. I just want to hear the song.
I'm having a
It's a great song.
I'm having a great time.
Great. Oh no.
Well, now we don't need the M. Well, we're still going to use the M tank when we get it, but
Yep.
now our weapons are full.
And this time I'm gonna do it perfectly.
Yeah, just do it right this time.
Exactly. And there's the bridge.
So, yeah, there's the platforms he creates. The exact same flower pattern.
Yep. The dangerous one.
It's like we never left.
True. Right back where I started to decline. There we go.
There's one
See?
and two.
Easy.
All right, did it perfectly as
First
we
one,
predicted.
Literally first try.
Yeah.
First try of the second continue. Rush column here. And my rush column's ladder.
Yeah, that short hop is actually very tough.
And I want
Because normally, if you're learning the game, you want to like wait. All right.
I wanted to get a ladder hop off of the one by the UFOs, but that didn't work, so. Anyway, mostly recovered.
All right. So Mega Mech Shark, his weaknesses are tornado and I don't know if all three weaknesses or all three phases are weak to tornado, but
Yeah, Tornado, Trident, Magma. Those are his three weaknesses.
I didn't know magma was an actual weakness.
Oh yeah,
But
watch this.
I'm pretty sure everything does 2 damage, or most things. Anyway,
Almost one
it's
cycle.
almost the one cycle.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Mega Mech Shark. If it works out like that, then it's actually a pretty fun boss.
Yeah. If you have low health, you can't really magma him like that because you have to take a shot. You have to take a damage. Take a damage.
Yeah. Now we're out of that Wily 2.
mash down these guys.
She's gonna coil here, so he can get to the. This is the gravity well that it's at a set speed, so you want to start at the top of the screen as far as possible. But if you bonk your head on the plat or on the roof, Mega Man's gonna fall all the way down, then have to slowly climb all the way back up.
If you
with
do
the
it wrong,
gravity.
it's like 6 seconds. It's rude.
He's gonna jump over these guys. He's gonna coil and then mash down the first Sniper Joe, and then the so he'll only take damage on the second one,
There's a lot that
and then the
happens in that
Sniper
room,
Joe will. Yeah, that's. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You can try it. You can do a bunch of different coil strats, but that's the fastest.
Okay. This guy's gonna carry me to my M tank. But if you don't grab that M tank, if you don't get him to carry you at the bottom like that, then he becomes a trap at the top and will carry you into the spikes instead.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I've seen them activate it, but then not get grabbed, I'm pretty sure. But maybe they just hit the ladder fast enough that I didn't spawn them again.
Probably. This guy's jumping. That's good RNG. You want him to jump into you?
Yeah, if he does a short hop, he'll still stay on that platform, so you have to wait. But with that one, he can just take damage and keep going. Is there serious time on this, or I don't know what the timing is? All right. So what Slurpee's gonna do is he's gonna shoot the first one early enough so that it'll despawn and he can get a second one off. And then, as you saw, you just kind of have to, after that, those first two, you just pause buff for it. He was a little late on that last one, so.
Yeah, my hand slipped off the button.
So this is the DLC of the whatever this boss is called. But luckily he takes Twin Devil.
Yeah.
But he takes 2 damage from the Buster, so if you have something like that, where if you have one black hole bomb left, then you could just do that with Buster instead of wasting one.
Thankfully he takes
Because as you saw with the first Galaxy, or not Galaxy, the first Jewel fight, you need 2.
Yep.
So does the Twin Devil take 2 damage from other things, or just
Buster?
Oh, just Buster. Okay. Alright, so this is the mini stage before the boss rush. He's gonna 4-tile jump to the concrete ammo, and then he's gonna try and enter the boss door at a specific way so we can just manipulate the 2 swoops. And he got it.
Now I'm gonna pause for a frame there to manipulate this pattern.
Is it so he doesn't do a long jump?
He does a long jump.
Oh yeah, because you're right there anyway.
Yep. And then hopefully this pattern will be good too.
No, we got one, so let's see if we can get another. Nope.
This pattern was bad.
No, you didn't even jump back down.
He's only partially bad though.
Yeah, he went all the way to the top, so that wasn't terrible.
Getting the triple manipulation there is really tough.
I didn't even know you could triple manipulate. I thought it was just Galaxy, then that's it.
You can, but your jump into the tornado capsule has to be perfect and stuff. Oh, search the wrong weapon here. Close enough.
Yeah, that was still fine considering there was a hornet on screen.
This is fine. So because this room is bigger, I need to actually place the black hole bomb in the same sort of like pixel area, but higher up. Otherwise it doesn't work. That's the fastest flash kill.
Right, so the only, well, I guess the using tornado and magma was a bit different, but and yeah, that's a concrete man. I didn't even get the words out
Yeah.
before he was killed, but how fast Trident is with it.
Wily is a dinosaur.
He lost as a dinosaur, so he tried being a pirate
Yep.
in 10. Right, so the second phase is weak to concrete. Yeah, that was good. The Alright, that was perfect actually. So we'll see if that can carry over into So the knuckleheads at Capcom decided, let's have a weapon that crawls on the ground be the weakness of a boss that sticks in the air. I'm just kidding about the knuckleheads comment. Please don't sue me, Capcom.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Well, it wasn't really Capcom. It was Inti Creates that developed it, right?
Yeah. Wow.
I love you, Inti Creates. Make another Mighty Gunvolt, please.
Right.
This is really bad, by the way. Like, I've seen records lost to this. So
This is the Wily Casino at its finest.
yeah. Wow, this is actually like extraordinarily bad too. Like,
Yeah. And time.
all right, and time on the chip grab there. That was
That was the thing. That was Mega Man 9.
if I was on PB pace for that, and
And he gave you that pattern, you'd probably rage, right?
I wouldn't even finish. I would just reset there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't reset. I'd turn the game off and take a break.
Look at base.
Yeah, that was a
In the
yeah.
computer.
They're it's in the computer because they wanted money to unlock them in Mega Man 10.
True.
Yeah, if you eliminated the game over, that was pretty good.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, that was Mega Man 9. I forgot I'm the host still, and
You have any announcements?
no, I don't
Okay.
have any donations right now or anything. Do you have any? We saved our shoutouts. Do you actually have a shoutout or anything? Because I didn't think of it.
Shoutouts to Strasser for putting on this great event. I know I think it's his last year doing it, so
Yeah, this is the last POC. At least the speed run for like the Game Over Cancer as a thing is still going on. I think it's the last marathon though.
yeah.
Unless there's a Game Over Cancer IRL marathon, wink wink.
Ooh,
I would travel to across the country to do that.
true. Shoutouts to shoutouts are tough right now. I'm like half awake. Shoutouts to being half awake. Shoutouts to
Yeah,
everybody
shoutouts
here
to
watching
shout out.
and helping contribute to the cause, and yeah. Shoutouts to everybody in the behind the scenes putting on this great event too. You guys work really hard.
All right. Well, that's Mega Man 9. It's kind of weird being a host and a commentator because when you're in the commentator mode, I don't really think about
True.
hosting. But we'll move on. I wasted a producer's time with our audio issues, so
It's all good.
mostly mine.
It'll balance.
But
itself
yeah,
out.
thanks for running. I'll see you
Thanks for having me.
I don't know. Maybe at Slurpathon.
Yeah, maybe if you come out.
I would love to come out to Slurpathon in real life.